We can also use trigonometric identities to solve more complex equations. Cos squared x minus sin squared x equals a half. I think the book replaces cos squared, so I'm going to replace sin squared. So you have two different alternative ways. You'll get the same answer. I'm going to replace sin squared x with 1 minus cos squared x. So that means cos squared x minus 1 minus cos squared x equals a half. Well, what have I got here? That's cos squared x minus 1 plus cos squared x is a half. That means I've got 2 cos squared x's, and I'm going to put the 1 on the other side, plus 1 is 3 on 2. Okay, that means cos squared x is 3 on 4, which means cos x is plus or minus root 3 on 2. Plus or minus root 3 on 2. So we're talking about our favourite 1, 2, root 3 triangle. Root 3 on 2 is cos, so I'm interested in pi on 6 as my reference angle. It can be positive or negative for the cos, which actually means I've got to have all 4 solutions. Here, 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 and here. All 4 of those are valid solutions. That means x could be pi on 6, or pi minus pi on 6, 5 pi on 6, or pi plus pi on 6, 7 pi on 6, or 2 pi minus pi on 6, 11 pi on 6. 4 possible solutions. Let's try another. Cos x squared x minus root 3 cot x equals 1 for x in the first 2 quadrants only. Well, I need a relationship between cot and cosec. That is, cot squared plus 1 equals cosec squared. Given I only have cot, not cot squared, I'm going to replace cosec squared. So cosec squared is cot squared plus 1. So that's cot squared x plus 1 minus root 3 cot x equals 1. This is a quadratic, but it's a simple one. Cot squared x minus root 3 cot x equals 1 take 1, 0. If I factorise this, I can use the null factor law. Cot x minus root 3 equals 0. So either cot x is 0 or cot x equals root 3. This one, cot x is 0 where tan x is undefined. And tan x is undefined at pi on 2 and 3 pi on 2. But I only want one of those because I'm only in this range. That means x is pi on 2. If you like, you could go or 3 pi on 2 and go outside domain. This is the only solution from there. Now if cot x is root 3, 1, 2, root 3, if cot is root 3 on 1, that means tan is 1 on root 3, and I've got pi on 6. So that means x is, well, my reference angle is pi on 6, and if my reference angle is pi on 6, and cot is positive, and we're in the first 2 quadrants, then I have to be in the first quadrant because tan and cot are both negative in the second quadrant. So the positive answer is the one I want. So this equation has 2 possible solutions, pi on 2 or pi on 6.